I'm Albert de Brabandere, fifth generation of the Brabandere family. And I brought with me Yves, Benoit. So Petrus, actually, de Brabandere, was part of the family. You can still find it back in our big tree of the family. He was also one of the inspirations for my grandfather. Next to that you have indeed St. Peter, who is always the rock in the, how do you say, on which you can build. So it's somewhere, it's a sign of trust, it's a sign of confidence that you can trust on our beers, that you will always get the same quality on the longer run. We always want to come up with our own style of beer. We always want to be refreshing again. We said if we would be able to get those bacteria that live on the inside, just as Yves explained, the 6 bacteria on the inside of our foeders, it would get them together with this Bitterkirchen beer, the base beer, the wheat beers. If we would combine those, we would get the best of both worlds. So no yeasts added, just the 6 bacteria and the wild yeast from our foeders that transform actually the sugars from the wort, the wit wort, into sour aromas and all the refreshment you get. And that's what the Bitterkirchen Wild is actually all based on.
Barrel aging is lagering of beer in wood in smaller barrels. And what you want to get with barrel aging is that you want to have the taste of the previous liquor that was in the barrel, or like the taste of the wood if you use fresh barrels. Your beer is not really doing something else than changing in tastes while being in contact with the surface of the wood. So there's no fermentation or no maturation, no souring in there. When lambic is made, the spontaneously fermented beer, they make a lambic style, cool ship, spontaneously fermentation, and afterwards, when it's beer, when it's lambic, then put it into wood, mostly oak, and it stays in there for like 1, 2 or 3 years. Then they blend it down and then they make like eau de gueuze style. So that's the second one. The third one is what we do is foeder aging. Our beer that goes in is like a top fermented beer, which is not sour, and it comes out after 18 to 24 months as a sour beer. It changes during the 2 years. First, the pH drops, sour taste goes up because of the formation of organic sours, and then later on, and that's the most important one, after 18 to 24 months, the Brettanomyces is producing esters and higher alcohols out of the organic sours that were previously formed by the acidic bacteria, acidic and lactic acid bacteria.
And we've got actually the sour power pack behind us. Maybe you, if you look at, could see the similarity about Yves being on the package. That's actually a blending pack for at home. 3 bottles aged pale, 1 aged red, 1 oak brew, and 1 50-50 just as an example. But it's your chemistry box that you used to have when you were young, and no instructions there. Just blend it together, find your personal favorites, and it won't explode. So that's a good thing. It will only explode your taste buds.